Frankly, you do need to take charge of your own health. There's no way to be healthy if you don't take advantage of your own willpower and some education behind your own efforts. So let me give you some tips. What you can use as the basics, as the frame of your own process. You can slowly start to experiment and develop a system that will work for you. What? You think that you can't figure this one out because it's too complicated, there are too many components and you don't want to think about it? Well, this is exactly why people are not that healthy. They're not that capable because they don't believe that they can do it. But you can figure it out. Let's build on the notion that you are able to get up from your bed or get up from the toilet. If you can do that, that means you can do at least a partial squat. Think about these basic exercises on a scale. There's a very simple version of it and there's a very complicated version of it. And there are many different exercises in between the simple and the very complex versions. So what you want to do is you want to figure out where you belong on that scale. Just do one repetition. Let's say if you're really out of shape, you haven't done anything for a long time and you don't even really feel motivated, but you know that you should. Start it like that. Just do one repetition and tomorrow do 2 and then 3. Imagine you do this for 100 days. By the 100th day, you will be doing 100 repetitions of squats this way. Now that will make a difference for you, right? Don't think on the short term. Think on the long haul. Think about it as a long con and then gradually make it more and more complicated as you become better and better at it. And let's add another exercise to your repertoire. Very simple. If you would be living out in nature, in the jungle, in the savannah, you would always need to step over objects. I'm stepping over the log, right? This is how you step over it and you move on. It is one of those so-called prime patterns. Most people always say that lunging, oh, that's too difficult. So let's just go back to the most basic. You can just start right there. You take a chair and let's say some other thing that you can hang on to. Put your feet in a split position. Both of the feet should point forward and then you hang on to the object and slowly lower yourself down. Use your arm. Don't shy away. Okay, just use your arm. Just like this. And then what's happening here from the side, that your legs are in this split position. You're putting yourself in a position that your knee is not moving too much forward like this. You're keeping your front foot flat. Let's say I'm hanging on to 2 different objects and go down like this and back. What if you can only go partial? That's okay. And over time you keep trying to go a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper. Use the same principle. Do a few, maybe even just 1. And tomorrow you do 2 and 3. And you work your capabilities up. More repetitions and go deeper. And then just build it up.
By the time playing now while you're right, wherever someone is getting down with my rhyme, recorded waveform as I polish my grind. Yes, this power is mine.
I understand that not everyone has a private gym available to lift weights, but you can always just find any objects and do the 3rd prime pattern, which is the bending pattern. The bending pattern is basically based on the notion that the human being always had to pick up objects from the ground. You have to pick up your baby, you need to pick up your food from the ground. So this is something we used to do a lot. Bending is important. So might as well you make an exercise out of it. Again, don't overcomplicate it. Pick up an object that is not too challenging from the ground and stand up with it. I'm going to be using this stone. My back remains relatively straight. I'm using my hips, using my knees. And lift it up and you put it back down. Again, same principles, guys. You don't need to go nuts on it. Do a couple of repetitions with a weight you can handle. Work yourself up to a certain repetition, let's say 20, 30, and then pick up heavier rock. And that way you can work yourself up little by little. If you start to do this today, 100 days from now, you will be in significantly better condition. Do the squats, do the lunges, do the bending. These 3 exercises are good.
Of course, if you have any kind of joint aches and pains and you experience some discomfort while you're practicing these movements, consult someone who is a licensed therapist. That way you can make sure you don't do any harm for yourself.
Get involved. Don't distrust your own capabilities. You can figure this one out. It is your body. It belongs to you. It's your responsibility. So educate yourself a little bit. Think over the ideas that I just put out there here for you. If you have questions, shoot us a note. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.